Welcome to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Nomofsky. Perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. What do they all mean, and how do they affect us while we're aging? And what about hot flashes, night sweats, and diet? Are they all related? Today, I'm joined by our resident nutritionist, Annie Gaudreault, founder of VEEV Health and Wellness. She is here to talk to us about everything we need to know regarding menopause. So, Annie, welcome to Empowered.
Thank you for having me back.
It's so good to see you again. So let's begin. Please clarify what perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause mean.
Yes, it can be confusing, but it's very simple. Perimenopause is the transition phase before women enter menopause. And menopause is that one day that follows 12 consecutive missed periods, if you want, and they need to be consecutive. And then that becomes the menopause moment. After that, women are literally postmenopausal for the rest of their lives, which is about like 40%.
Interesting. So how soon can these perimenopausal, when does the phase begin?
So this is really interesting. Most women think, I'm too young for this. But here's the deal. You love numbers. Let's bring them on. On average in North America, women will enter menopause 50, 51, maybe 52 years old. And perimenopause can last from 7 to 10 years. So if you think about the average, 50, 51, a lot of women enter perimenopause. It will enter perimenopause at 35 and literally be in fully menopausal at 45. So it can start a lot earlier than women understand.
You know, it's funny because you talk to some women and they think, oh, I'm in my 50s, 60s. This is when I'm going into menopause. But a lot of them don't think of themselves as, perimenopausal in their mid 30s, because that seems to be quite young.
Yes, it is just a lack of education around this topic, right? It has been this case for a long time. We just always thought of menopause as, quote unquote, an older woman's condition.
Yeah.
But the reality is the numbers don't lie, right? We can be in perimenopause a lot earlier and a lot sooner, which is why this education is so important so that women can arm themselves with tools and strategies to thrive.
And there's so much talk about, hot flashes. And then people joke, whether male, female, doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, I just had a hot flash. I'm going through menopause, whatever. But we know that it's much more than that. Like, what are we really talking about here?
Yeah, hot flashes, right? They're like the Justin Bieber, right? Everybody knows about them. The rest is a lot more obscure. But the fact is that estrogen, women have estrogen receptors throughout their entire body. So the symptoms go way beyond hot flashes and they affect us from head to toe, from things like, brain fog. We know about depression, anxiety, but also cardiovascular issues, GI tract issues, muscle pain, joint pain. There are 34 recognized symptoms by the Menopause Foundation of Canada. And my guess is that we are going to be adding to this list as more research is available.
So we have about a minute left before we go to commercial break, but I really want to tackle this, and I'm going to break it up into two segments. So what are your thoughts of some effective strategies for managing hot flashes?
The gold standard is still menopause hormone therapy. It's not for everybody, but it is still the gold standard. The second part are lifestyle strategies, which we can talk about when we come back.
Okay, so when we come back, we're going to talk more about the lifestyle strategies for managing hot flashes. But then I also want to talk to you about the night sweats, because if you get the hot flashes, sometimes you don't get night sweats or vice versa. And I think a lot of women are being affected by the night sweats as well, especially because they keep you up at night, you're drenched, and then you just have so much more to deal with. So please don't go away. When we come back, we'll have a little bit more of Annie Gaudreault, and we're going to talk about hot flashes and night sweats.